This is probably one of the greatest comic legends of all time. His name is
I don't
Fred
know about
Stoller. Welcome to Skiba News Nation.
Well, I don't think I'm one of the greatest comedy legends of all time, but thank you for saying that.
Well, to me, you are. I mean, like I grew up
Uh,
watching you on movies and TV, and
oh,
my
thank
dad,
you.
who passed, he loved Everybody Loves Raymond, like, and Gerard was his favorite character. So
This right now. Right now. Try it again. Right now. Right now. 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 You say it just like I do. No, I don't. Just try it again.
That's so nice. Thank you so much.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you for being on the show. So, I know you were good friends with my favorite comedian of all time, Norm Macdonald. Is there a story? Is there a story that you can share with me that like nobody knows? Like exclusive?
That's hard to say. Let me think. I toured with him for about 11 months, and he's a great guy and is just as funny as you would think, except he really can't do Uber. He can't do anything now, but he couldn't do anything tech. So you had to sort of be his assistant, which could get tiring sometimes. So one time, this is 2015, before there was Postmates and stuff. So we were in a hotel in Manhattan, and I had to I said, I'm hungry, I want to get something. He goes, get me potato chips. And I said, all right. So I'm there, and he's texting, what the is taking you so long? Where's my potato chips? And then and I said, I called him, those weren't good. And I had to go to every store in Manhattan. It was late, and read off the potato chips. And then that he was fun, but he could be a ball buster, and just I don't know if he really cared about the potato chips or that was his shtick. Like when people saw me on his podcast.
Do you want me to read your intro?
I'm sorry. Sure.
No, do you want me to?
Whatever.
Tonight's guest is a great comedian.
Who made this go from number 6 on the must list to off it?
No. He played Gerard on Everybody. Was it Gerard? You had a French name? I saw the show. He played Gerard on Everybody Loves Raymond, and has been in very funny movies like Goldmember.
I had one line, yeah.
The Wayans Brothers' Little Man.
From the people, it was advertised from the people who brought you white chicks. That was the thing on the marquee.
Yeah.
They said it looked like he was being a bully, but it looked like he cared about you. So it was a little bit of both. We were like brothers in the way, he'd be the annoying, taunting big brother, but he still cared and loved about me. And one thing is, anytime anyone came up to us, he always engaged them, did selfies, asked them to sit with us and eat. So everyone on the road has a story to tell that they bumped into Norm and maybe me, and it was a story they'll tell the rest of their lives, because
I wish I could have met him. He helped me get through a lot of personal depression and stuff like that with his comedy, and so did you in your movies. So I mean, yeah, I could see you guys definitely as like brothers. Like you guys are kind of in the same boat when it comes to y'all's kindness. Y'all are pure comedians. Like he passed so sudden, and nobody knew. And
I know, I didn't know. Everyone who came up to us, they just, he'd always give them tickets for the show. I'd have to set it up. He just made so many people's lives with just little interactions. If you met him, he would have been, oh, really, man? Yeah, hang out. So it was amazing to be a part of that. I still have dreams. I'm still working on the road with him. And anywhere you were, part of opening is you had to hang out with him till he fell asleep. I guess he was on medication. I didn't know, because he was sick. And he loved watching the debates, the 2015 presidential debates. And he got a kick out of Trump. It was just so crazy.
Same.
I appeared. He had a sitcom called Norm, the Norm Show.
I know.
Hey, how's it going? Everyone just cut in. Oh, hey, listen, I'm waiting for this pathologically shy guy. You haven't seen anybody around here like that, have you? I want to help him, you know. Hey, if he asks me nicely, I'll even take him to lunch. We'll talk over his problem there.
But you think they'll say, but they don't let us in.
Hey, would you guys please be quiet? I got an incredibly shy guy over here, and I can't hear a damn word he's saying.
Me, him, and Artie Lang would sneak off and play tennis, and they were trying to find us. So there were a lot of laughs on that show.
Underrated show for sure.
Yes, it was. Here's a story. People may know it. He loved Jack Warden, an old character actor, and he demanded a lot of money, and the network wouldn't pay it. So Norm paid with his own money to get Jack Warden on the show. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I didn't know that your television debut was on Letterman.
My next guest is a very funny gentleman who works out regularly here in New York City at a club called Catch a Rising Star. He is making his network television debut. Please give a warm welcome to Fred Stoller. Fred!
Which was awesome because Letterman, I mean, to me and to a lot of people, he's the king of late night. I know to Norm, he was the king of late night. Norm felt so lucky that he was Letterman's last comedian. Like, he was the last person on Letterman.
I'd just like to say, I know that Mr. Letterman is not for the mawkish, and he has no truck for the sentimental, but if something is true, it is not sentimental, and I say in truth, I love you. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Norm! Norm! Oh my God!
Very funny, Norm, and thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen. That was very sweet, Norm.
And I saw yours, and it was so funny, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're gonna have fun now. Okay. I was just on the ledge of a building, 20 stories up. Below me, a crowd of people formed. They started screaming, "Don't spit!" My mother, she's always telling me I'm a nothing. She's always telling me my brother's better than me in this, and he's better than me in that. I don't even have a brother. There's not a lot of warmth and affection between me and my mother. I asked her about it. I said to her, "Mrs. Stoller?" You know, when I was a kid, I had to have a tooth extracted. My father said, "Forget a dentist. Let's do it like on TV." So he tied a string around it really tight, tied it to our car, and drove towards me.
And I was laughing really hard. What happened at the end? Because it cuts off, and it's, y'all are sitting together. They go to commercial break. And then you come back and he's like, "Well, thanks for stopping by. Did something happen in between that?"
We're just about out of time. Thank you very much, Fred. Nice job. It was very funny.
Something.
Nice to see you. Come back again.
Thanks.
Also, my thanks to...
No, it's just like a thing where I think I was going to say something, and he cut me off, and I went, "All right," and it got a laugh because it was like, you know, he was the guy leading it.
But that was like a genuine moment of you being like kind of confused, like, what's
Yes.
going on?
Confused.
Awesome.
That's the way to put it.
And what was it like to be, I mean, in the presence of Dave Letterman?
I think I bumped into him. He came once to Catch a Rising Star. I did it one other time.
But
I don't remember that. Maybe I'm so nervous. I don't remember.
what was that like, just anticipating your moment to have your first television debut on Letterman? Like, was that nerve-wracking?
Oh, absolutely. I may have been called at the last minute, so long ago, I don't remember, where you don't have time, luckily, to freak out about it.
When I was first on stage, that's exactly how it was for me. Like, I don't even remember. I remember the video clips, but I don't remember the actually doing it, if that makes sense.
Right.
So what's your favorite role that you were ever in?
It's hard to say. Well, I had so much fun working with Norm. It was amazing to be on Seinfeld, to be sitting at Monk's Diner.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Fred.
Foot fell asleep.
You're lucky. At least you got something to do.
Dumb and Dumber in the phone booth scene.
Sir, did you ever hear of the concept of other people? Me being that for the phone, sir. Oh, you turned your back on me. Oh, he got me mad. I almost like it.
What I would
damage I could do to you, because you were dreadful, and I didn't want them. Didn't know. Get off the phone. Get off the phone.
Yeah, you sent me a couple. You sent one for my mom and one to me.
Yes, yes.
So was there ever a movie that you were offered or a movie that you were asked to do and you didn't do and somebody else did
Not
it?
really. I've never been big enough to say, and there are some I turned down, but they were garbage. So no studio movie I said no to. So I the only thing I could think of, and I don't regret it, is I was on a show Handy Manny at Disney Animation. And I think they wanted me to be on some show, The Imagination Movers. But it was shooting in New Orleans for 6 months, and I was doing okay. It was easier doing animation, and I didn't want to leave my sick cat.
You're a cat lover too?
Yes, yes. They're napping. It's hot. But I don't think there's anything I turned down I regret.
What are your projects now?
I got some animation shows. Does my voice sound okay? I'm so neurotic. I've just been a little hoarse. Sounds the same?
Sounds the same to me, man.
I got some animation shows coming up. I'm going to record in a week. And I did Justin Roiland from Rick and Morty has a video game called High on Life I have a part in.
My girlfriend loves Rick and Morty.
I did a little part in it. I got, I think next week on Netflix, a show Oddballs, an animation show I got 2 episodes of. So some little things coming out.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to check those out. So, hey, there's my friend Fred Stoller.
Absolutely, yes, yes. I'll keep you.
So, the next couple questions that I ask you, you don't have to answer, but I'm just curious because I've heard Norm and other comedians talk about this. But did you ever hear any of the rumors about the Cosby situation, like in Inner Hollywood before it was like mainstream? Everybody knew about it.
Yeah, a little. Well, he was a jerk. I took an acting class. There was this girl, this redhead, and she said she was being sponsored by Bill Cosby. Now I go, what does that mean back then? But now I guess I get it. So, yeah, there's all that stuff out here. Just sleaziness, not too much, but of course you have it where if you do this, you'll be in my movie. Yeah, just hearing women get like a lot of jerks. Yes.
Our show, I like to cover like stuff like that, like cover-ups, like kind of conspiracy-ish, but more so in truth and like what's really going on.
Trying to think. Well, there was one guy on a show. I won't say which one. And the lead of it, this woman wanted to sleep with him, and he kind of got fired. She was just bothering him. And it wasn't, he didn't want to sleep with her. And yeah, I've heard stories like that.
He's like a big name guy.
No, he wasn't. He was just some writer, but she was the star of her show and kept saying, I want you have to do this. So yeah, he was going, oh no, I don't know.
So what's it like in Hollywood today? Like, since everyone seems to be moving to places like Texas, where I live.
I'm an old guy, so I'm out of touch a lot with Zoom after the pandemic. I guess everyone could have a podcast like Joe Rogan, so they don't need to be here. So it's just crazy. There's so many delusional people, so many people thinking, you know what I'm saying. So I think it's almost what it's always been. Just everyone comes out here, the land of gold, they think, and they have ideas and they're delusional, they're desperate. It's always been crazy. I don't think it's
Well, man, if you ever decide to move, Texas, we'll take you with open arms, man.
I will let you know. We'll hang out. They'll show me where
Heck
there's
yeah,
good
man.
coffee places. You know.
So, like, okay, this is kind of a weird, probably my last and kind of weird question, but do you believe in any conspiracy theories? Like, what are the big ones for you? I mean, I guess everybody believes in conspiracy theories.
Could you name some? I'll tell you if I believe them or not.
The JFK assassination, which happened here in Dallas, where I stay. Do you think Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone?
You know that I don't know. I haven't researched it enough.
On one of my episodes, we actually went to Daley Plaza, and I show kind of, I do it based on evidence and what eyewitnesses said, but there's a place in Daley Plaza where I think that there was somebody there that did the final head.
I think
there are multiple shooters.
Because I heard the mafia wanted him dead. So there might be something to that the mafia, or something with Robert Kennedy with Cuba. But I think, I don't know, there might be stuff where there's reasons why there hasn't been an electric car for many years, the oil companies. So things like that, I could understand when it's money. I believe, yeah, with big money, I think the quote unquote real world is crazy enough. It's just crazy enough people you bump into, or things people say, or nonsense you deal with, that alone got my head spinning, let alone going deep with the stuff.
Yeah, well, I think it's crazy that in today's world, there's no such thing as common sense anymore. You used to be able to agree to disagree, and now you can't.
Yeah, it's just like arguing with the reality we see, or no, or it doesn't matter. Yeah, we entered a world where nothing matters. If someone said something, or so yes, I don't want to get people mad at me, but like with Tom Hanks. So, well, you know something, I never met him, and he never said, you want to eat? I can't confirm he doesn't eat babies. This is my opinion, and I'm just speculating. You know, look, there's this. It's Hollywood, so things are heightened. There are people, you know, preying on kids and the pedophilia. But I think there's a church. There's anywhere where there's vulnerable people. There's a lot of vulnerable people here. Religion, yoga studios, everywhere.
Yeah.
People, they think they have the answers. So it is a crazier place. Look, I'm not saying there aren't insane cover-ups. You know, it's a crazy place, and I'm still here. I don't know how it happened.
So how many cats do you have? I'm just curious.
2. Yeah, it's hot. They find the spot right now.
Yeah, here's one of mine. This is Juliet. Look at my 2 boys back here. That's Romeo, and then that tuxedo cat. His name's Charlie. That's my baby boy.
Yeah, I had a tuxedo, and I have a new tuxedo, and they're amazing.
They're so smart, dude. They're the smartest cats, and I don't know if that's a real thing,
Yeah,
but he does stuff like a dog. It's crazy.
The best.
And I got him when he was a kitten. He was a rescue, and it's like he would play fetch. He still kind of does sometimes, but he'll wake me up every night at 3 a.m., which I don't appreciate, but he knows that I don't like it. He just wants my attention.
I know. Mine does that too. I'm old, so I wake up a lot anyway.
Well, I appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
Seriously, you're the best that's alive, in my opinion. One of the best.
Well, that's so
character actors. You're a good character actor. You're a good comedian. Like, I couldn't think of anybody better to have on the show, honestly. I mean, because I always play a comedy clip at the end of the history, and everybody loves the comedy clips. And then, you know, I could have this opportunity with you.
Honored to be here. Keep me posted, and I will keep you posted when some stuff is coming up.
I appreciate it, man.
You have a great day. I was honored to do it.
You too, man.
Take care.
All right. Talk to you soon.